Yo, what is going on? DJ Crowley here, Simmer Down, 90.3 The Rock, Knoxville, Tennessee. We are at California Roots, the Carolina Sessions, Volume 2. It's been a long weekend, and we're going to end it out with a superstar right here, Mr. Matisyahu. What's going on?
What's up, man?
Yeah. So let's get right into it, man. We talked before, everybody knows about your band and what you do. Talk about Akeda, this new record. It's unbelievable. It really is. And can you just talk about it a little bit, and then we'll go into further detail about it?
Sure. This record was recorded about 4 or 5 years ago. I started playing with the Dub Trio, and we started reworking a lot of my older tunes on the road, updating things, combining, doing mashups of like Dub Trio songs and Matisyahu songs, and kind of combining the style live. So I was looking forward to really getting in the studio with them, and in the meantime, I ended up working with Kojak and doing that record. But this record's been a long time coming. So it was produced mainly by Stu Brooks, that's the bass player of the Dub Trio.
Dub Trio,
and he pretty much, him and Dave Holmes, they did a bunch of the production on it. Joe played on it. I brought back a friend of mine, Aaron Dugan. Me and him wrote some tunes with Rob Marsher and Mark Juliana. Very much it was like an in-house project, and I think it spans like the whole genre blend of what I do. But it has some throwback like reggae tunes on it, and then it's got some more kind of rock edge stuff to it, some more. But the songs are all Matisyahu stuff, you know. So.
We'll go into the your music and the record a little bit more later. I do want to talk about Spark Seeker. You did a lot of it in Jerusalem. Is that correct?
Yeah, we recorded in Israel.
So, what does Akeda mean? For all the people that don't know what that's all about.
Sure. Hey, come on over, guys. We got a couple of the members here.
The Dub Trio is walking in. What's going on?
And Aaron Dugan and Dave Holmes, the guitar players.
Excellent.
So, Akeda literally means binding or sacrifice. It's the story of Abraham and Isaac. Abraham, at the end of his lifetime, takes his son Isaac up on the mountain to be sacrificed, and it's kind of an intense story. A lot of rabbis and philosophers have dealt with it for a long time, and it was a story that I was been studying for some time and felt like a strong connection with. So that's the basis for the record.
It's a movement. It's a spiritual kind of thing. I can see it. Broken Car, one of the tracks off the record.
I think Dave played guitar on that, right?
I wrote it.
Yeah, Stu and Dave wrote that song together.
So for a lot of the record, reggae music is all about positivity and love and all that. I think some bands can get a little bit dark, but still like have a positive edge at the end. I see that with this record, and especially Broken Car. Can you talk about having that dark vibe with reggae, but also ending it out in a positive note, which you do, talk about that.
Yeah, well, it's all about like the juxtaposition between light and dark and all the colors in between. Music is very much based around emotions, and so for us, we're trying to give a dynamic, when we write a song, we try to give full dynamics of multitude of different variations of emotion and variations of light and dark. And Broken Car is one of those songs. Certainly, it's a bit melancholy, and it has a sadness to it, but it also has an element of beauty and hope and a redemption to that sadness as well.
Yeah, hope. That's one thing I get out of this whole album is hope. There's all this dark. There's these dark vibes to it, but it ends out in this very positive light.
Yeah.
Every song, that I've seen, if you want to talk about it,
I was just gonna say, I think if you don't see the dark, you won't know what the light is.
Eric said that.
Yeah.
Revolution. He said,
if you don't know what darkness is, you won't know what is light and dark. You have positive and negative. So it's important to explore both in a way.
It is. It really is. Eric from Revolution said that. He said, in a little different way, he said, you have to see the negative before you see the positive. And that's what I see in this record.
Yep.
And I think it's absolutely unbelievable. I want to go into, real quick, these live albums that you guys do. Live at Stubbs, Volume 1, Volume 2. Is there something else coming? Is there a Volume 3 coming?
Probably not. We probably won't do the next live record at Stubbs. I think we've kind of exhausted that idea. I think Live at Stubbs was a really unique experience that happened at the beginning of my career, and something that really can't be duplicated in any way. When we went back in with Live at Stubbs 2, it was cool because it was able to showcase how the music had changed and developed and gone in a different direction with the Dub Trio. So I think that was cool, and I think both of those records are a pretty good glimpse at what the Matisyahu live experience kind of was in each of those moments, and it definitely has developed and changed now with this record and on this tour. So I'm hoping that we're definitely multi-tracking everything, and maybe at the end of this tour we'll put together a live compilation or something like that.
Okay. Yeah.
If you want to ask Aaron any questions about Live at Stubbs, me and Aaron have been together since like 1999 was when we started playing together.
You want to talk about it, Aaron?
Live at Stubbs 1?
Anything. Live at Stubbs 1, Live at
Or the
Stubbs
live
Volume 2.
sound, or the
this live sound of Matisyahu.
Maybe the live element to what we do or something along those lines.
Well, it's a balance between song form and spontaneity, which is always, it's a good thing, something we do, something we've always done naturally, innately.
That blend also of styles and everything.
Exactly. Like, I didn't come from reggae. I came from more of an improvisational background. So, I think part of what we did in the beginning was I was kind of stubborn about my own thing. So I was kind of like keeping that and doing the reggae, and then so.
Real quick, guys, I know you guys are busy, you got a big show. If you're just tuning in right now, this is Cali Roots, the Carolina Sessions Volume 2, DJ Crowley sitting here with that. What up? Yiggy yo. Little banter right there. Cali Roots, the Carolina Sessions Volume 2, Matisyahu, the Dub Trio. Everybody's sitting down here. We're having a great time. This is day 2. I want to talk real quick about the Dub Trio because I think if Matisyahu could have a band, it would be the Dub Trio. I think it's the best thing in the business, and I want you guys to, kind of talk about how you got with Matis and what you guys are doing with this band.
How we got with them, just basically through living in New York. Modest was living in New York, so were we, both doing, reggae and dub and everything. And just crossing paths a lot and eventually becoming friends and doing some jams and
fans. I became a real fan of their music. I started out by listening to their records, and I would write a lot of my raps and my rhymes listening to Dub Trio instrumentals. And then we played a gig together that was just all pretty much improvisation. It felt really cool.
And then it kind of came together.
There it came together for sure.
It was like 07, the first time I saw the Matisyahu. It was 311, Particle, a couple others, and there was just this vibe, this different thing that was happening spiritually, emotionally, everything. So we're getting down to this last thing. You guys got to go play. It's going to happen pretty soon. So what does reggae mean to Matisyahu? What does reggae mean to you?
Well, I don't know. I guess reggae has meant a lot of things to me. It's been a cornerstone in my life, and certainly in my musical life. I think that in a lot of ways, reggae is one of the key things that brought me back to my own identity and my own interest in the Old Testament and Judaism, and it's also one of the major forms that allowed me to feel that I would be able to express myself, as a singer. So that's to name a few things.
All right, guys, thank you so much. We appreciate it. I mean, everybody coming in. Big ups, big ups, big ups. Big ups. Cali Roots, Carolina Sessions. We're doing it. What's the future? And then also, how can we find Matisyahu? How can we get a CADA? How can we find this stuff?
You just get it on. You can go online on iTunes or wherever. My website, just Matisyahu. Google me.
All right. Thank you guys so much once again. It's always a pleasure. This California Roots thing is it's an open arms thing, you know. Everybody's just so cool with this, and I hope you guys have a great show. And we appreciate you guys coming out and hitting at the media tent. We're gonna do the job thing. We're gonna watch you guys play, and it's gonna be rocking. Thank you guys so much. Simmer down. 90.3 The Rock.